Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Zigg The Artist. You already know what it is. Catch me live on an interview with Untold. Just like that. Yeah.
Zig, we got you in the building, man.
Yes.
Zigg The Artist, welcome to the
Yes.
Untold.
He on the
Thank you.
Untold,
Appreciate
man.
y'all. Thanks for having me.
No doubt, no
For
doubt.
sure.
For those that don't know and those that do know you,
Mm.
give us the rundown.
Rapper, singer, artist, producer, uh, actor, director, basically everything. Everything that you can think of in the entertainment world, I touch base with. Born and raised in Philly. It's just still doing my thing, fully independent. That's how I'm rocking right now.
Okay, so you started playing piano.
Yeah, at 6, like no, I'm gonna say like 7. It was in that age, but Beethoven, all classical music. How it came about was I was at the piano. My grandma used to just force me to play. Like I didn't really want to play. I wanted to play football. But it was one of them things where I sat down and was like, why am I playing other people's music? I should be playing my own. So from there, I turned to a beat maker, producer, started making beats for my cousins, and then later transitioned to the artist that you see today.
So when did you start making music?
Seriously, like managers, all of that, the serious, I want to say like 2010, 2011, I was going to Temple. Man, I put out a mixtape and put that joint in the email, sent it to all the students. That joint flop crazy. I'll never forget that, bro. Niggas was laughing at me. Yeah, but that's that's pretty much it.
So at that point, you could have just said, yo, I'm going to throw in the towel because I feel embarrassed. Some
Right.
artists, they, it's a saying called go hard or go home.
Right.
And you could have really went home. So
Mhm.
like what drove you into saying, yo, let me still pursue this?
I just had a passion for it. Like to this day, I don't do it to please nobody. I do it to keep saying.
Okay.
Like, and one thing I'm reading this book now, but just dealing with trauma. Like maybe I was just traumatized and my safe space was music. Cause it didn't, like, yeah, I was embarrassed, but it wasn't like, it didn't make me feel like a certain way. It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna give up. First of all, I still made beats. I knew my beats was hot. So that was like, all right, well, I'll just keep leaning to that. But it was more so like, I just love to do it. It
Right.
never been a thing to be famous, or I don't even necessarily say not make money. I do want to make money from it, but if I didn't, I probably still would do it.
Did you study like the business?
Yes. So I want to say for the last 5 to 10 years, 10 kind of pushing it, but 5 years, last 5 years, I've been in my bag with it. And it started from, I'm gonna tell you where it started from. I got signed to EQ Distro under Rock Nation.
Okay.
And I was doing my thing before that, but that kind of made my confidence level go up, but just a little bit. But then, like what happened with all of that made me realize, like, I could be doing this by myself. Like, I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody taking any type of percentages, because like that's what I started with. All right, I'm making a beat and I'm making a song and I'm writing it. Like I like having 100% of everything.
Now, who's EQ and what role do he play at Rock Nation?
So it's like an umbrella. It's like a distribution through them. I mean, they put me in position, had me at the TLA and everything like that. It's like a label. It's like a distribution label. It's like an umbrella, I guess it would say. But Rock Nation is above it.
So you saying Rock Nation had a thing with EQ? They merged together, have a distribution. You was under contract at some point, right?
Yeah.
And how did that contract work out?
So it wasn't like no money up front. It was just a distribution type of thing. But where it went south for me, you got to think. Growing up, I always did my own stuff, put my own stuff out. This is when Dat Piff and all of that was popping. Like it wasn't nothing, to put your own music out. But with that, it was to the point where I'm ready to drop an album or an EP or whatever. I gotta talk to 3 different people in order to see if my stuff dropping. I ain't getting no notifications. It's just I submit it and then it's quiet. And it's more so, and it's not like I said, it ain't nothing to diss them, but it's just like for me as an artist and what I want to do. When I want to drop something, I need confirmation because I'm giving you my music. I can do this myself. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I don't need that. But that made me realize like what the game was, how the game worked. And from there, I just wanted to learn the game. I wanted to be more than just an artist. Like I wanted to, it's some business books and stuff like that. It's some industry books that I don't know the exact title, but it's a lot of books and information out there how you should be able to market yourself, finding your niche, like things like that. But it's just, I always tell people, I'll tell y'all this. I always tell people, I don't care if I'm a millionaire off the music. My music right now pay some of my bills. That's all I can ask for. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, of course I want higher riches and stuff, but I mean, if it takes something off the, you know what I mean? Take something off the plate. I'm not paying nothing to record. I record myself. I'm not going to nobody's studio. I'm not paying nobody for beats. I'm not writing, paying nobody to write raps. Everything is, I pay $70 a year on United Masters. That's all I got to do. And I'll make that back within a month. So
you basically everything's in-house.
Everything.
So you don't have overhead.
Nope.
You retain 100% of your own rights.
Right. I also got my own publishing too. I did do that, and that's through ASCAP. Everything that an artist can do, you can do yourself. I always want to push that, especially if you just starting off. If you don't got the funds to put towards it, like how people getting charged and stuff. I see people getting charged, bro. It's crazy, man. I just like, damn, like as artists, most artists not making that much money off of this. This free. Like, you feel what I'm saying? This free labor. But at the same time, you can make money off of it. And I just feel like as long as you learn the business, wherever you want to be, wherever you're comfortable at, as long as you're making music that you want to stick by and you're not trying to reach a certain crowd and you can still do what you do and be yourself, hey, like, more power to you, because that's what it's all about.
How you stick out from every artist that's out here? Because the dynamics of artists releasing music, it changed throughout the years.
Mm-hmm.
How do Zigg stick out from everybody else?
First and foremost, sound. Like, I feel as though I don't sound like nothing from Philly, but I can if I want to. Like, if I'm on that type time, but it's always good to be versatile, to be a Swiss Army knife, especially with music. So that's mostly how I stand out, because it's like, you'll probably hear me make a reggae track. And you be like, oh, like, no, like, he not on his time, but then like a cypher coming, then I'll just rap. Then he's like, oh, wait, like, that's you, boom, boom, boom. I get that a lot. Oh, that's you too, yeah. Because it's like, I don't like being put in a box. So that's how I stand out. And it's just more so just making my own moves. Like, one of my biggest things, accomplishments not too long ago, just getting a deal with Dodge, being like the spokesperson for that. And like, pretty much that's how I differentiate myself from everybody. It's like, what artist, mainstream or independent, what artist do you know sitting up here getting, and they paid me too. I ain't gonna say what they paid me, but they paid me to do commercials. Like, that's crazy.
Now, how did you come about even affiliating yourself with Dodge? That's crazy. And so, congratulations.
Thank you. Over the years, just relationships, bro. Okay. I always stood on my word. I don't go backdooring nobody. I don't talk trash about nobody. It's just always, everybody that I meet is in the music aspect, and then I'll meet this person, I'll meet that person, and we just talk. I don't rambunctious nobody with like messages. Yo, we need to work. I don't do none of that. It's just, everything I do is genuine. And over the years, I just got a phone call. Literally, I'm at work. Yo, you trying to do a commercial with Dodge? Yeah, I don't think they paying, but it's a good look. I'm like, yeah, I don't care if they paying, and they ended up paying. And they ended up paying, I swear to God. And I'm like, that's all I needed. That's why I said it don't matter. It can be different things. As long as it's paying bills, bro, I'm good.
Man, that's lovely, man, because a lot of artists, they don't have the luxury of even getting a phone call like that.
Right.
So the fact that, they reached out to you, they must have seen something, within you and your music and believed in your brand and everything.
Right.
So you're part of Dodge. Now, how is it benefiting your music career at this point?
I mean, it's my faces is more so like in other places where my music probably wouldn't have reached if I didn't do it. So you got everybody that's in the cars, they might not be in the rap. It's now my music is playing, and they might not even notice. It might just be my beats behind, because a lot of stuff that I do, and I kept it like that. I just did my beats if I'm just doing a voiceover on some of them. On most of them, it's all voiceovers, but the music behind it is my music. So it's just one of them things where it's just like I'm putting myself right there and take care of everything.
Now, you still in the situation with Dodge?
Yeah, like it's a partnership. Let's say that it's a partnership. We finished the first leg of everything. We did 3 commercials, and like 3 ads for them. But it's something coming up. I'm not necessarily sure if it's like a go, but it's like January, I would say. But it's down in Atlanta, but I don't know yet. So I don't even want to put nothing out with like jinx it and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so now you got this Dodge situation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a thing where they say when you're successful, out comes the handouts and the envy people.
Mm-hmm.
Did you face any of that?
Nah. Well, I'm so out the way, like it don't reach me. The people that reach me is the people that I care about and the people that I talk to every day. And sometimes you can't even reach me like that. I ain't really the outside boy like that no more. I ain't popping up anywhere. If somebody see me somewhere, it's a rare sighting. I used to be like every show, but it's just like, low-key, I'm a family man. I like being in the crib.
I like that.
I'm a family man. I ain't gonna hold you. I like being around my wife. I like being around my son. On my spare time, I'm a youth football coach. So my hands is definitely in the community. Like definitely in the community. And before this, I had a flag team that I was taking up to Jersey, Delaware, Baltimore. We winning trips. So it's more so that's my way of giving back. But I like doing stuff like that. But my son probably I like being around him more than anybody because that's my dog. So
now would you start your son off at an early age of training him how to rap or do something involving music?
I tried that, man. It don't work. He a singer though. He be singing. He don't really do too much like that. But I did buy him a keyboard. And he play little stuff here and there, but it ain't clicking like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't click in to me. Like even though I was doing it, I ain't really started taking it serious till later on in my life too. So it's just one of them things where he probably to see old dad do that.
Right.
But he think I'm like regular. Like one time he pulled up a YouTube video, he just looking at me like, "You on YouTube?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like he don't. I keep him away from the other stuff, like the music aspect of it.
Okay. Now, just to dive into family, man, I see you brought your wife.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I try to bring my wife to, a lot of my functions that I got going on and things like that. Mm-hmm. Because they learn and they get a chance to have front seats of you working and everything. Shouts to the wife. Did that ever like put a damper into like career and family? Like
nah, man, it's the way I carry it.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So let me this is one of them things where she shot the Dodge videos. I just edited them.
Oh, wow.
All my visuals, she do all of that. And from the rip, I got a movie coming out. She is one of the main actresses in it. Like she plays my girlfriend in the damn movie. So it's like, it's not so much of keeping it separate. You feel what I'm saying? It's more so of just bringing it all together. Because at the end of the day, this is my life. Like all of this, what y'all doing, appreciate y'all. This is my life. I gotta do stuff like this because this makes me feel whole. So why not, if I can, you know what I'm saying, make it match and it actually work. I don't see no problem with that. Like I think when I first started off, I always thought it would be a problem. I wanted to wild out with the boys, party, travel, all of this crazy stuff. It's fun. But you don't end up where you need to end up when it's all said and done. So yeah.
What's the importance of family from your perception?
Family is number one. Family is number one. 1A, God, 1B. You feel what I'm saying? But family is definitely up there because that's who gonna hold you down no matter what. No matter what anybody saying on the outside of your house, what other people family say. Like your family is gonna hold you down through everything. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like you might mess up. Even when you mess up, it's not like, it's not a bad thing for your family to call you out, but it keeps you sane. I think one thing I learned from my dad is that stay grounded. Like, don't get big head. Don't think you better than anybody. My dad instilled that into me from the rip. So I never really had that demeanor, things like that to go about a certain way. So like I said, like family is big. And I think the key to everything is to bring family together. Even if it's, I don't have no wife and kids, but like your bros, like do this music stuff, bro. Like it can get real. It can pull you away. It can make people jealous. But why? Like, why do it gotta be like that? Everybody can eat. You just gotta learn how to, it's gonna be some people that, go off, like for sure. But it's like the people that are gonna hold you down, there's nothing better than keeping that around if you can.
We in the city of Philadelphia where sometimes it's not good doing good. How do you navigate through all of that?
Stay to myself. It's literally that simple. I don't get it. Like, I know other people hot. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm trying to get to a bag too. I don't need to compete. Matter of fact, I'm in my own lane. Like I don't just rap. I don't just sing. I don't just make beats. I don't manage. Basically, I'm managing myself. You feel what I'm saying? I do everything possible so I don't need nobody to do things for me when it come down to it. But it's just like I stay out of it from being me. I don't need to fake the funk for nobody.
Some people might say, well, Zigg, listen, we still need artist development. Do you believe that?
I 100% believe that. 1000% believe that. I'm still developing now. Do it 10 to 15 years in. I'm still developing now. I'm literally just starting to find my pocket where it's just like, oh, you sound like Zigg. You don't sound like this rapper. You don't sound like this rapper. You don't sound like this artist. You don't sound like you from here. I am literally just starting to do that now. And that's every day you gotta grow as an artist. That's how you got the Waynes, the Hoves, these artists that can last for a lifetime. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's that simple.
We got battle rap, man.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of battle rap. You like battle rap?
Yeah, I don't know too many other like names, but I like watching. I see the clips.
Yeah. We got a rapper. His name is Easy the Block Cap.
I know who that is.
All right, so Easy the Block Cap, and he's one of my favorite battle rappers from the city.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever feel like you had to go in that direction?
Mm-mm. I mean, I have though. Like when I first started out, like you just trying it out, but no, they ain't my thing.
Yeah,
they ain't my thing. Now, if I get drunk or something, doing battle rap,
right.
Probably get it in for a little bit. I gotta get saucy because they be disrespectful. I'm too nice to talk about somebody crazy like that until I'm off the hen dog. You feel me? Nah, but they got that, man. That's a different type talent.
It is. Mm. It is. It could come to a very disrespectful situation where you could take it personal. Yeah, you could definitely do violence.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you this. I never cared enough to dig into somebody's background to battle rap.
Right.
I think that's probably what it is, because you gotta do your research. They be knowing everything.
They know everything. Hey, you picked your nose last week. We gonna put that in a bar too.
For sure.
I think mine's is the disrespect and spitting all in my face. I'm ready to fight after that.
Yeah, man.
So your music, when I listen to your music, right? Your music fall for me if I'm on a playlist to your music fall in between the J. Cole's and the Kendricks and stuff like that. Like I could listen to your music in that lineup.
That's progress.
It don't sound like Philly.
Nah.
It don't sound like Philly. And the reason why I asked you that question earlier, you know, how you stick out and everything from everybody else, is because you don't have the regular Philadelphia sound.
Right.
Now Philly went through two different phases. Mm-hmm. We had the Black Thoughts, that era. So right. I call it the Peacoat area. Okay. So we got that era. We got that era, and then we got the trapping and drill.
Nah, you gonna skip like State Property and them? That's a different.
That was the Peacoat.
Think so?
Yeah, that was the Peacoat and the Woolrich coat era.
Yeah.
Dang, see, I would put that in its own. Like, I would put that in its own era because, like, the Headshot DVDs, this stuff carried over before, like, what we getting now. Like, I just feel like, I know what you're saying. That's like as far as Black Coat. Okay. Like, the Freeway is a part of the Black Coat, but it's kind of like he a part of the, like, that. Y'all know what era I'm talking about, bro.
Right.
Like,
but on a mainstream level.
You don't think State Property was mainstream?
That's what I'm saying. So on the main street, but State Property fall in the Peacoat, Woolrich, wearing the basketball jersey.
Yeah. Okay.
And now we in this phase.
Okay. Yeah. I see it. So y'all spreading it out a little more. Okay.
Right.
I got you.
Without going into detail.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So, do you feel that radio today is important?
No.
Why?
Nobody listen to the radio. We ain't gonna listen to the radio. You know what I listen to when I listen to the radio? Sports talk. I don't even turn on. If I do, that's because they probably playing baseball or something. Like, you know, I don't want to listen to baseball, but I listen to sports talk when I got on the radio. When I'm not listening to sports talk, I got on Apple Music or like a streaming. Like, you don't. Yeah, you do need, but no, you don't need it. It's not as important as it once was. Let's just say that. Is
that because y'all have so much different outlets to get your music heard?
That's simple. Think about the average listener, right? They probably at work. Let's say they at work. Nobody got no radios no more. Everything on your phone. You know what I'm saying? So you just playing a playlist. Everything is a playlist. So like, even if you don't want to listen to no music, when you go to social media, your music is on there. Like, people rather listen to 30-second clips rather than a 2-3 minute song. They'll rather just listen to whatever that short span is. If you can pocket a short span, you money.
Now, how do you get paid off for that?
A couple ways. Well, you're talking about as far as like social media?
Social media, the YouTube.
Streams, all that? Mm-hmm. Oh, easy. You just make your songs 2 minutes. Shorten up the song. But I've been doing that. I've been doing 2-verse songs for a long time. But as a musician, as an artist, you want the people to hear the full drum. So like something on Instagram, you throw the 30-second clip up there, boom, but it's like, oh, but go check this out, or be like, watch more, and then more like you'll see different things split up. It doesn't matter, but you get paid off of every last one of them drones. So if you got your what they call the Instagram drone. If you got it monetized, right? And it's hard because if you mess up one drone, they ain't putting it up there. So you gotta really study the guidelines of you feel what I'm saying? So that's a way. YouTube pay per stream, like pay per view, like that's simple. That's a draw. And then, like I said, like make shorter songs, because what keeps happening is you're gonna end up on these playlists, and it's gonna keep replaying. It's only 2 minutes. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody don't want no long song no more. They just want to hear it's going bump. Even when DJs play in the club, they don't play the full song. If you can hit a pocket of like 2 minutes of a banger, you good. Just shorten songs.
So we don't need the DJs. Well, the artists don't need the DJs.
I wouldn't say that. I love DJs.
Okay.
I don't want that. I don't want that to come out like that.
Right.
I love
right,
DJs
right.
because
But it's
I
not
use
important.
not as it once was. No, because well, I see it now. I don't do this, but artists can put out their phone. I got my performance song right on my song. Click, lay it right there. What we need the DJ floor. They
Zig,
got it
I
right
gotta
on their
agree
phone.
with you. I gotta agree with you. And this is a question that we do ask a lot of artists that came by here.
Mhm.
I have to agree with you for the simple fact is if somebody say, yo, man, I'm playing on the radio station. I don't play the radio station.
Nope.
My mom don't even play the radio station. She's on her phone. She call it, I'm on the line, I'm online. She don't even call it Facebook. So she might come across, hey, that guy that you know was on the show, Zig. I seen his interview,
Mm-hmm.
and would that make it put a face to the person that's creating the music?
Right.
I gotta agree with you on that. That's good stuff
Yeah.
right there. What is a stream?
A stream is a audio or video. I don't know how that part is broken down. Listen to or watch for 30 seconds or more. That's a stream.
How do you benefit? How do you get paid from a stream? Like, what's the percentage?
Oh, me, the 100% with me. But you feel what I'm saying? But no. I don't know how Spotify be doing their drones, but I don't know. All I know is my main thing that I gotta do is make sure I own the masters, the publishing, and royalties. Royalties is big. Like I don't know, bro. That drone kind of weird when you really think about it. I don't know like what percentage. It might be a 0.999, whatever. They taking 9 cents out of $1 or whatever you're doing anyway. So like, what is a stream? That's a good question. I don't necessarily know how can I say the full inside detail of it, of how they calculate everything. But I just know anything 30 seconds or more is a stream. And 4,000, like 5,000, 10,000 streams might equal this. Cool. Once you get the breakdown or whatever, just make what you can make. It ain't really, you know what I'm saying?
Do it sound like a scam?
It is a scam.
So if it's a scam, why do you need your music, your brand on that platform?
Because the music industry made it so you have to do that. You can't go out and sell your CDs out the trunk no more. You can't. You just can't. Like, it's nothing hard copy. Everything is in the air. Like, you feel what I'm saying? One thing I did do, kind of like thinking of like the trunk era, it worked, but it's not. It wasn't going to be sufficient enough. So what I did do was I didn't want to put my music on streaming platforms. I wanted to see how much I can sell. So I had my website, I already got my website, and I sold my music on there. I'm like, yo, and I hit up people I know, bro. I know you fuck with me. Like, you got $10. My drawing $10. It'll download straight to your phone. I made more money doing that in 3 months of worth of streams in one day because I just sent it. I'm like, because people want to spend $10. You feel what I'm saying? You don't hit them over the head. It's $10. Yo, my drawing, I'll download right to your phone. What was happening to me? Nobody was listening to it. Because in order for them to listen to it, they got to go through this, and this just to get to that. And my man's told me that. Like, I always, but he still bought it. But it's one of them things where, like, bro, it's way easier if it's on the Spotify because I can just, and then it'll just, that's what made me stop doing that. So they made it impossible for artists to eat off their own food, that they got to pick at the food before the artist can touch it.
So it's like you said, okay, so it's pretty much you dumbed down the way that you put your music out there to the consumer directly.
Mm-hmm. Crazy. Yeah, I ain't gonna front about it. I mean, that's a simple, that's real. Who not doing that? I mean, who not doing that? Who, I don't know nobody. Maybe maybe it is one of them things where like the bigger artists are able to control that. But I mean, like, let's just say an artist in my tier, how they get their own, like, they got to go through a distribution. Like, you feel what I'm saying? They got to put it on these things. And then what I dodged was the labels trying to take from it, because now, say if you with a label, they taking a percentage of it, you know, off of the stream. And then whatever the distribution deal is taking it off the stream. That was another thing I learned from Rock Nation. It was an 80-20. Why they taking 20% of my stuff?
So
Just to put my stuff on Apple Music and Spotify when I can do that myself. So it's just one of them things where that's when I was like, no, I can just do it. Okay, this distribute. Okay, United Masters, whatever. And they got other drawings too. But it's like, okay, you only pay $50 a year, whatever, $60, whatever you wanted, whatever the term is. Even if you wanted to do it monthly, if I do that, I get 100% of my stuff. I just gotta pay this fee. Cool, because at the end of the day, it's only $60 for the year. Versus you putting out music, and every time you putting out music, it's 40% coming right off the top, and you don't even know it. So what are you getting paid for? It's that simple.
do you think that the artists are trying to do away with the machine with the labels? Because that's what most artists, or their goal is to get with a label or partner up, should I say.
Yeah. I think record deals are going to start dying down like to zero. Like it's not going to be no record deals no more. It's going to be partnership deals. It's going to be brand deals. You can't just drop music and expect that to be it. They going to want you to do this, do this, boom, boom, boom. And who going to want to be tied into that? Like, it's not like how it used to be. Even some artists do, like, I'm probably something that I'm not aware of. You feel what I'm saying? But it's some artists that probably get like a nice deal. But at the end of the day, right, you get advance money, but you don't think, like, you got to pay that advance money back. Like, why not just believe in yourself? Get so big to the point where they're coming to you. You don't got to do nothing but do what you do. Now, it is advantages as far as like the engine that you talk about, the resources. It is a lot. You just gotta weigh your options, man. That's life. Life is about good and the bad. You gotta weigh it. Nothing gonna be perfect.
Why wouldn't you just build your own platform where you could have direct, connect with the consumer, where you get all of the money versus you putting your full body of work, your whole catalog on Spotify, Tidal, whatever?
Ask the beginning of that question again.
Why wouldn't you build your own platform for streaming?
So you saying, like, I see what you're saying. Because ain't nobody going to go there. It's just, I just feel like it's just that simple.
That's real.
I just don't think only certain artists can do that. But they got to build it up to that point. It's not something that you just start out of the blue. You just got to, I feel as though, I mean, we watched Tory do it with the
show,
the show, the NFT stuff. And he made whatever off of his drawing, but you got look how many years look what he did to get to where he was at. I feel as though a lot of artists probably can do it, but it's like, why make it more difficult for people to listen to your music? Why? And it's just being real. Like, of course, you can have your fans. Like, your fans is going to go to your stuff and support your stuff. That's a given, right? But it's like, if you're trying to like get more reach, ain't nobody going the extra mile to go see you. Who you? Make it easy. Pop up on my playlist. Pop up on Apple Music. I already paid $10 a month for it. $6 for Spotify. I don't know what Tidal costs. YouTube is charging now. That's crazy. Like, you feel what I'm saying? No matter where you go, they're going to have to pay. So somebody in their brain, if I'm taking myself out of my body, I'm already paying this company $10 a month. So why would I go there and have to go through, yeah, I like some of your stuff, but I might like this and this artist. They already on Apple Music. Just to listen to you, I got to go off and go do this over here. And what happens is where I feel as though the record label got us. Everybody can do that, but who gonna keep bouncing back and forth everywhere? Everything is just going to go to this one spot and make do what it do. But at the same time, without being said, like, you still, for your ride or die fans, you still provide that service. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to like say. It's really that simple. I've heard it from people's mouths. I really like studied it. I studied it because I want to know. Like, I'm trying to make all my money, but if I do like this, I already told you, I already experimented on it and realized, yeah, I can do this, but this is like for special like stuff, special merchandise, special songs that only the elite, the exclusives can hear. That's why they got the Instagram exclusive. Now you got to pay a subscription to see certain stuff. Like, everybody's operating that way, but everybody still has that main consumer.
They say most creators aren't businessmen. Most businessmen aren't creators. What you think about that?
I agree with it. It's just how you carry it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I do agree with it, but I know a lot of business savvy, creative people, and they don't got to be necessarily creative in music. They can be creative business wise, like how to market stuff or how to say certain things to get people just riled up. And now they're going to go check out your stuff. You feel what I'm saying? And that goes with creatives. Like, they might not be crazy in like the business mindset of it, but them going out and be like, oh, you want me to perform at your cafe? That's $300, whatever. Like, you got to pay me to come. That's a part of business. So it's not necessarily like, you can do both. I try to, it's hard to do both though. You can't be fully creative and you can't be fully into the business aspect of it. You can't. It's like, you're going to lack somewhere. Like, so it's just the best thing to do is just weigh the options out.
So, with that being said, this game is 90% business, 10% artistry.
Mm-hmm.
How do you keep balance? You have a team that keeps you?
I do everything myself.
So
literally, so that's how I keep balance, because I can keep track of what I can do. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Of course, there's certain things where I want. First of all, everything costs. I don't want people to think like these artists is going there and like, everything costs something. So my thing is, what can I afford in my budget? What can I do for myself that's going to put me where I want to be or need to be? So how I just break it down. So like, I'm like, all right, March, April, I'm going to drop an album. But leading up to that album, I'm going to have different visuals. I'm going to just post this many times on Instagram and break it down like that. And I'm like, all right, in another 2 months, and mind you, it's rocking. So another, let's say 3 to 6 months, oh, I'm going to drop an EP. You don't got to drop an album all the time. Drop like 3 or 4 songs. You can drop 1 single, 2 singles, and then do an EP of 4 songs. Or then you do an album out of nowhere, but don't make it 16, nothing crazy. A smooth 9 to 12, and you write back. So how I do it is, I know what I'm going to do first. I got this big ass board, this whiteboard, where I literally write exactly how I'm going to plan out every month. By 3 months, I want to be here. By 6 months, I want to be here. I should have this, and this. And by the end of the year, I'm going to go over top and I'm going to see if I can reach it. But best believe if I do January, February, March, April, May, June, what I'm supposed to do, I'll take a break August, September, when my mom let all of that simmer. By November, I'm right back into next year. January, February, March, So that's pretty much how I do it.
That's smart.
I visualize my stuff before I actually do it. For example, y'all show. Like, I seen y'all was doing y'all thing. I waited a little bit. I wanted to see, like, all right, how they operate and boom, boom, boom. I want to see, because what I like is passion. I don't like doing interviews or just being in somebody's space and they just doing it for clout. Like, that's corny to me. Like, I love passion because I feed off of that. So that motivates me. So when I saw y'all join, I'm like, oh yeah, this hot. I like the look. It ain't nothing crazy. There ain't nobody talking crazy. It's real. It's real talk. It's some people I know that was on there, so damn, let me hit them up. It's just everything is literally broken down to a science with me, and that's how I control the business aspect of it.
So you got a movie.
Yeah.
Let's get into that.
All right.
What's it called? Too Toxic?
Yup.
Ooh,
That's man.
Great title.
great title.
Y'all want to know what it's
type
about?
of toxic?
Y'all know what it's about?
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell y'all what it's about because it's been a minute, man. Like this stuff costs, bro. I paid out of pocket for the movie too, but getting into the edit part, man. Listen, man, I gotta save up a couple more checks. But look, so it's really about my life story, right? It's about an artist. I'm playing myself. I'm making my way through the music game, but I'm having baby mom drama. Like, you know, my son, his mom always on my ass. She don't believe in me, but I want to continue this music. I meet this girl, my wife, at a show. And it's more so we hit it off from there. But this is where the toxic part comes in, because now the relationship that me and my baby mom had is affecting what I got now. And then the music, the moving up, the girls, the attention is creating toxic behavior in both relationships. So throughout the movie, that's pretty much what it is. How I tell a story is through my music. So every song on is kind of like a musical. It's kind of like a hip hop musical, but I'm not rapping. Like, I'm not performing the song to get to the next. It's a lot of acting, but the songs that's in the movie is guiding you through the movie.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's the first time I ever told everybody like full out what the movie is. But I think it's time, because like I need to drop that drill, bro.
That's dope.
For like 2 years.
That's dope. What are some of your toxic traits?
I gotta have full control of everything. Everything. If it's my way or the highway, that's literally my toxic trait, bro. Hey, look, I'm gonna stand on it. Like, I don't care. I can take care of myself. Like, if you ain't with it, it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's a good and bad thing, because as a man, you want to be able to provide. You want to be able to be like, nah, like the king. You want to be the king. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But it's one of those things where you got to dial back as the king and let people help you. I have a hard time letting people help me. So that's another toxic trait. Even when it's in good, I don't feel in my brain that I need that, even though I need that. So that's, yeah.
Is it a fear of throwing it back up in your face, or they work ethic is just...
That's what it is.
The work ethic? Okay.
I would say nobody's going to get nothing done how you want it done because you need to do it. But it's kind of bad to, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of bad to be that way, because you can't expect you out of somebody else. You feel what I'm saying? But it happens. Like it happens. It's something wrong with it, but it's not like the end of the world, because that means you're self-sufficient. So when it come down to it, you can count on yourself. But it's just, people want to be there. People love you. You feel what I'm saying? People love you. People support you. They want to help. So I had a difficult time opening up and letting that help come, especially at a certain point, like of my age and shit like that. Yeah.
You believe in the laws of attraction?
Yeah.
Who do you attract? I'm gonna give you an example. Okay. I have a family member. She attract broke men, and she mold them into being the man that she desired to be. Mm-hmm. Who do you attract?
I feel like it depends on who you are at the time of your life, because your energy is going to attract your energy. So if you one of them people that's always positive, that always got something going on, that is striving to just do something or be something, you're going to attract that person, because y'all eventually going to meet in the same field. If y'all in the same field, or it can be separate fields, but y'all eventually going to meet because y'all working towards something, versus somebody that is let's just say somebody on the street. You feel what I'm saying? What they be around and the energy that they bring, the females, the type of females that come around, the type of dudes that come around, they're going to attract that. It's individual, but it all can change. It's not one of those things where it stays the same. I think throughout life, you would like, I mean, I had some friends back in my day that I shouldn't have been around. Like, you feel me? But it's just, where was I at? Where was my mindset? I wanted to be around the cool kids. But then when you get older, you start meeting business set mind, other like men, whatever. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And then you go to these, and you don't, it's kind of manufactured, but you don't notice it. Because when you're a businessman, you go to business meetings, you go to certain conferences, you go, like, whatever, you go to these places, next thing you know, you're attracting that energy. So it's something, whatever I don't know who said it, I don't know what quote it is, but I hear it a lot. Whatever you put out into the world is what you're going to receive back. So
I agree.
I agree with that. That's facts. That's facts.
Who's some of the artists you don't work with?
Damn, bro, I don't really work with too many people. My boy, I saw him more here, son of the 215.
Shouts, that's my guy.
Yeah. Yeah, we should have dropped the mixtape. I'll talk to him later about that. Damn, it's a lot of like people that people don't really know like that. I would say, I haven't worked with too many big names, but I'm in the building. It's just like I said, it's work ethic. Like, if I send you a song, I'm expecting that song by the end of the day. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's where the control pops in at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's a good thing, because if somebody sent me something, I'm right on it that day. But I know how it is, because some artists don't have the resources, or they got to go to a studio. My studio in my back room. Oh, all right. You want me to do this? All right, boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna take 20, 30 minutes to myself. And as what people don't know, like, yeah, I'll write it, but like, I like knowing my stuff. So what I'll do is I'll record as I write sometimes. But I like stuff in a timely fashion. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, week tops. If it's a project, week tops. A week tops. Cause I don't leave nobody hanging like that. Yeah.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
Do you strategically handpick the people you want to collab with?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because they need to fit my sound. I don't sound like everybody else. Like, it just wouldn't sound right. I can't have, like, if I have like a what they call, like, an Afrobeat type song, and they have a street rapper on it, it ain't gonna sound right. So I handpick. I'm like, damn, this sound good. Or I like, oh, that sound like this song I had. Like this. Oh, it got the same BPM. Oh, let me see what's up with that. Or just be like, somebody hit me up like, you like this? I was like, yeah. I like writing everything, because I can really tap into a lot of different avenues if I needed to. But it's me going out, because I don't know if people gonna like it or not. That's one of my biggest things. I don't know if people gonna like it or not, how I like it. So I guess that's one of is that a nervousness maybe? Like, is that kind of, yeah.
Zigg, do the streets gel with the artists?
What do you mean by that?
Do the street guys or the street mentality, do it correspond with the artist and his creativity?
Mm-hmm. Whatever your surroundings is, I mean, you don't even gotta be surroundings. I'll give you like example, bro. All thug niggas show up at my shows. Like, I got people in there that nobody would even know, like, they with me, because of the type of music that is. So it's just all about. It's all about being real. Like, y'all know, like, in the hood, a whole bunch of street niggas on the block, but the one young boy that play ball or play sports, nobody can touch him. Like, oh, no, let him walk through. Oh, no, he be rapping. No, that's cool. Like, as long as you stay real to what you're doing, it corresponds no matter what. Yeah, I mean, I'll give an example. When I was in college in the dorm, I'm a freshman. Like, I'm 16. I'm 16 in college. The seniors, it's the sports dorm. So the seniors, they in all of this little scrawny little 16-year-old in there in the sports dorm. But I played football. You feel what I'm saying? But they didn't know. It's like a senior and a freshman. They don't really get that. Once they saw me, like, they had a keyboard, and I went in and started getting, like, just randomly, right? The whole damn football team fucked me from there. It's like one of them things where, as long as you be yourself, anything can correspond no matter where you at, as long as you real to yourself.
I asked that question because right now you have an artist by the name of Little Dirk.
Okay.
And he's
Oh, okay.
Locked
That's what you was asking. Gotcha.
right. So you see,
We was leading up to that.
Yeah.
you see the segue?
Yeah.
So we got Little Dirk. He's locked up, and he's a real good artist. You know, well respected in the industry, and well respected, I guess, in the streets of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
But he mixed the street scene with the artist, which led him into being indicted on certain charges, you know?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Right?
Mm.
I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I think he's stupid. Like, I think, and it's not a disrespectful stupid, but it's stupid because it's like, you made it already. You already graduated from that. Like, we're not saying forget where you came from, but it's a certain point of time where you got to realize, I got to separate myself from this. You don't have to forget, you feel what I'm saying? But I got to separate myself from this because this can affect me going forward. You feel what I'm saying? And I think a lot of artists do it, but it's stupidity if we want to be real, especially if you providing for your family, dog. Like, what is your kids gonna say? That's the first thing that comes to my mind. It don't be about old fans and moms and dads. It's like, what is your kid gonna say? Like, you feel how your son gonna feel? Like, why even put your son in that position? Like, you feel what I'm saying? To not see his dad or be worried about his pop going away, like, for a long time. Like, stuff like that. I really go, especially with, like, kids, bro. I say my son saved my life. Like, so it's one of them things where it's just like, as men, we gotta smarten up. Like, I just think he already graduated, like, from where he was. Of course, like, you're gonna have little things that's going to try to pull you back, but it's one of them things where you in a certain position in your life and you just live and let God, bro. You don't go back and try to, prove yourself? Because what is there to prove back home? What is there to prove back home? Like, support your community. You can do that many ways. You can do that many ways without touching that, that type of lifestyle. If you get an opportunity to give it, okay, so I don't know, I'm an old head. I feel as though I'm an old head, but I don't know how the young boys, I don't know how they operate. I don't know, like, where their mindset is, but I remember a point at a time, the point of the drug game was to get in and get out. I don't know where that stopped. I don't know where it became, oh, let me show you I do this. The real G's, we ain't know who the hell they was. We didn't know. They be hanging around, but I don't know where the separation came, where it's just like, it's cool to be a junkie. Yeah, pop perks, bro, that's not cool, bro. That's just me. I ain't here to judge, but that's just me. It's just like certain things, like, in life, it's wrong. And it's nobody's perfect, right? But it's certain things, I think, if you do get the opportunity to take yourself away from, why not just take it?
So it's fair to say that it's hard for artists in this decade to separate the street from the fame.
But why?
That's what we asking you.
It's not. But why? It may seem hard, but it's not as hard as it may seem. I just feel like if you just smarten up, just a little bit, just smarten up. I ain't saying change who you are. I'm not saying change it even. No, I'm saying change your lifestyle. You got to. It's time to grow. Every day you should grow. So it shouldn't be, okay, for example, right? If that was my lane, right? I don't think Dodge would ever talk to me.
I agree.
You feel what I'm saying? It's like, you gotta put yourself in a position where you can succeed. Like, that's all it's about, is succeeding, bro. It's like, it shouldn't be hard to separate it. It shouldn't be. I mean, look, I work at a damn bank, bro. Nobody don't even know I work at a bank. If you look at me right, you wouldn't even know I worked at a bank. But I separate. I need to make this damn money because I need health insurance. I need life insurance. I need to take care of my family. But then, I'm making money over here. Some people call it code switching, but it's not. It's me being real, bro. First of all, this is, of course, I'm paying for myself. So how else I'm going to get? I don't want to be in the streets. I'm pretty sure I can. But I get anxiety from that shit, right? Man.
Looking like, on back and everything.
But, it's not me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not me. And I think a lot of some of these artists, they get there. It's not them, but they get caught up in it because this is what they need to portray as a musician, and it don't need to be that way.
Zigg, you got this mature, responsible aura about yourself, and that's something that I like. That's something that, that I really admire, especially with artists, man, because some artists could be douchebags.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So listen, right now, if a label came to you on your terms, contract-wise and everything, I'm going to give you the labels. You'll have a Kanye West. Good
put the
music.
Pressure on me. Put the pressure on me for the real.
You'll have a J. Cole. And then you'll also have a Rock Nation.
Dang.
That's a crazy lineup, right?
All right, so this is how I'll break it down in my head, right? If I work with Kanye, my music never coming out. It's never coming out, bro. It is never coming out. But that's one of my favorite artists. It's like, dang, like you can work with Kanye, but nah, boy, that joint in the shelf. You ain't getting nowhere with that.
Shelf you?
Well, he shelf himself. You think he gonna shelf me? That boy Big Sean been was making mixtapes for like 15 years before he dropped the album. No. And none of them with good music. I don't even think good music exists anymore. So
I think you'll fit in with
I
J.
would.
Cole.
You think so? J.
Yes.
Cole?
Yeah.
But you know why? Because it's medium.
Yeah.
Like it's not too much, like, going on. I think if I already got shelved by Rock Nation, so I mean, that's how I feel. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So yeah, like I guess. So Dreamville, it's weird. I would fit right in with Dreamville because nobody the same on that label. So I probably would take that deal. I probably would take that one.
I could see it.
Yeah, I would definitely take that one.
Listen, look,
choice,
right on Untold. We gonna speak that into existence.
Okay.
I could see Zigg the Artist on Dreamville roster.
Yeah, that's fire.
And the reason why I say Dreamville is because you got this certain humbleness with you.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And I like that. Like I said, some artists are douchebags, on and off camera.
Mm-hmm.
And they like that about them, but you don't like that, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
Let's talk about this album.
Yeah, see.
Let's talk about this album.
Mm-hmm.
What are two of the tracks that you like the most? And what are two tracks that you could have done without?
Wait, royalty?
Yes.
Okay. It's only 4 songs though. I made it that way because I couldn't.
That's why I asked the two. It's a two.
2 out of 2.
Okay. I'm taking Big Dog and I'm taking Killed the Vibe.
I like that one. I heard that on my way over here.
I'm gonna tell y'all a little story.
Uh-oh.
That song came because she made me mad. Right? We was at the mall. I don't know what it was. Whatever. We got, you're not mad at each other, but you mad. Well, I went right home, went right to the booth and made that drum. She hated that song. I'm like, nah, it's a hit. Like, you gotta love it. And every time somebody hear it, I just look at her. I'm like, told you.
Well, Here's the was that a diss track towards?
Yes,
wifey?
it was a diss track a little bit.
What?
Yeah, a little tad, right?
You was conjuring up on that long drive back home.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And you know how I killed it with the diss track? Cause it's kind of like a diss track, right? That's how I killed it. It wasn't no hard body stuff. It was some make everybody dance, right?
Right.
That's how you do it.
And then what's the least? What's the least?
The least, I would say TTG. That is it's just because I just made it, but I like the bounce to it.
Yeah, I like that track.
Do
Yeah.
Say that's crazy.
I like that track. That's crazy. Like
yeah, that's probably the least though. I like the smoking, drinking, having a good time. I like that because I performed that. That joint was lit.
So I say that because I don't smoke and I don't drink.
Okay.
So
There we go. Okay. No, we good though.
Yeah.
The reason why I like having a good time more is because of the performance wise of it though. I like performing. That's probably my favorite thing.
So have you ever put together a body of music and you became your own worst critic and just said, never mind?
All the time. So I'm gonna tell y'all a fun fact about me. Everything that y'all hearing, I've been stopped listening to it. I don't even listen to my own stuff no more. Like if it's out, I don't listen to it.
Why?
Because I already played it back at least 500 to 1,000 times. I swear. Like every day I listen to myself, every day. I barely listen, but I listen to myself to critique myself. So by the time it gets out there, I done built up enough confidence. Like, all right, that's hot. But by the time I release it, I'm already working on 10 other songs. So.
Do you like the stage?
Love it. That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing. As an artist, that's my favorite thing, bro. I love performing.
Did you have a dry night ever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plenty of times. It's Philly. Duh. Duh. You feel me? Nah. I'm gonna tell you what gave me my confidence though. It was a dry night. It was some bar down. Oh my God! It was near Penn's Landing. I forgot. It was some spot. Bro, they had me performing on steps. It was like add like 3-4 more people in here. And it was like these steps in a bar, like in the back of the bar. You know how the back of the bar is kind of like where the mirror is at and all of that.
Right.
Yeah, it was like steps and I performed. But I ain't want to get off. Man, I wanted to get off of that stage so fast. But I stuck it out and I did it. And ever since then, I'm like, I can perform in front of everybody now. Anybody, I don't care the number. It didn't matter. So that's where that confidence came from. Because if you can perform for 6 people, you can perform for 60,000.
Right. I agree.
And
it's
that's
the same. It's the same pressure.
Mm-hmm. The same pressure. But see, 60,000, it's gonna get reversed. Like they might be listening to you, they might not be. But as long as they making noise, it sounds like it's something, right? Versus 6 people, if they just sitting there looking, and you get one person, sound just like that, and then you gotta get off the stage. Ever since then, ain't nobody gonna tell me about nothing about performing. Nothing. I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna have a good time. If it's 10 people, 15 people, 30 people, 300, 400, don't matter. We about to turn up.
If a rapper made a diss track about Zigg the Artist, what would Zigg be up to get into that studio and do what he gotta do?
Bro, I already got tracks ready, bro. Trust me. I know. You mean maybe it's me being not like precautious a little bit. But if somebody acts shady to it, like you said, these artists be douchebags on and off. So if it's something I felt, trust me, it's in the chamber. I'm just waiting. I got it. Trust me. I swear. I swear.
When you collab with artists, are you trying to destroy them on this track, or are you just trying to collab?
Depends on who it is.
Okay.
I like. It's a friendly competition thing.
Okay.
I want to have the best verse, and that's just go with being an artist. Who not going? Yeah, we doing it because we love. We doing this to make money. We doing this for fun, right? But like I'm a competitor at the end of the day. I'm a try. Like I might not go all out. Oh, I need to rewrite. Then I ain't gonna do that. But best believe if you hearing something, oh yeah, for sure. The
15th of November, we have a fight coming up.
Who fighting?
Oh,
is the celebrity John?
No, it's the 14th.
Oh, that's the 14th. Okay.
We have Mike Tyson, man. Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Zigg. Where you at, man?
Yeah, bro. It be so many events, bro. I be trying to keep up. I be falling asleep too.
Who you got?
Winning the fight?
Yes. Be real careful with that.
Jake Paul.
Yo, interview is done.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't want to pick him, but I feel like no. It just depends. I feel like it's not real. Like I feel like the fight is not real. I feel like wherever okay, that FanDuel, all of that sports betting shit is real, bro. So I feel as though whatever swing it is, I feel as though it's gonna be the opposite. Like I don't know how to explain. I just feel like it's not real. Like I feel like we gonna go see a show, but not a real fight. But then I was watching the documentary and Mike Tyson training. I'm like, wait, but is he for real? Like it's up to him. It's really up to Mike Tyson for me. If Mike Tyson come around there and play around like he did with Roy Jones, Jake Paul is winning. But if he really come out there to really fight, which I'm not sure, because everything you see now, everything be scripted. For real. It's like it's hard. Who I want to win is Mike, but who I think going to win is Jake Paul. I'm gonna put my money on FanDuel on that. You mean on the parlay?
Now, do you?
I picked Ryan Garcia, by the way, when he won his last fight, and I forgot to push place bet. Man, I don't even want to talk about it. I messed up some money. Okay. But remember, what was the boy name? What was the boy name he fought? Oh my gosh.
Javante.
Not Javante. Not that one. The one after.
You talking about the one he hit him at the low belt? The kid. What's his name?
Oh my God, he's suing him and shit now.
What?
You know what I'm talking
about?
Guy. Yeah, the black boy.
Light skin.
Yeah,
like
with the hair.
Yeah.
What's his name?
And his dad always. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. What is his name?
What's his name?
Who?
The boxer boy. Damn, I know it when I hear it.
Well, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure the audience probably knows what you're talking about.
Ryan Garcia was a heavy. Yes, Devin Haney. Yes.
Oh yeah, he's suing him because he was
saying
drunk
he cheated.
or something.
Yeah, he said he cheated. But listen, I picked Ryan Garcia for that fight, and he was a heavy underdog.
Not heavy. Well, no. For that fight, yes.
Yeah, he was a heavy underdog.
Yes, I do.
And I picked him, so I think it's kind of like I want to go that way, like with Jake Paul.
So, do you feel like if Tyson loses, like damn, or is it like oh?
It's like damn, Tyson lost. But this is where it get tricky. Let me tell you why it get tricky for me, right? Because I feel as though it's all a setup, right?
Okay.
So I think the bigger loss would be Mike Tyson rather than Jake Paul. Because if Jake Paul loses, they're going to be like, damn, but at least you got knocked out by Mike, though. It wouldn't be no kickback. So that's why I'm like, bro, I'm watching the money aspect of it. Jake Paul making $40 million off this fight. Mike Tyson making 20 off this fight. So it's like, man, I don't trust no sports no more. Like, that's like, it is all different. Yeah, man.
So you don't think it's gonna be one of them Mike Tyson's? If you blink, you gonna miss?
No, hell no. Why would they do that? Remember when Floyd fought McGregor? He knocked him out in like the 4th or 5th round, but he held him up because they had to drag that fight out. This is why I'm like,
I remember that.
That's why I'm like, I don't know where this can go. I don't know what it is, but I think the money man is Jake Paul. But being as though he making more, Mike Tyson probably take it so he can like have the win and a 20 rather than the win and a 40, if that makes sense. Yeah. They ain't gonna rematch that.
Nah, I don't think
they ain't gonna rematch that. Mike Tyson, 60 years old. I'm surprised he in there, John.
Listen, age ain't nothing but a number.
For boxing, though, I don't know, man. But no, he look good, though. He look good.
Would you? All right, okay. So this is how I react to that question. Would you stand in the same ring with Mike Tyson?
Hell no.
Okay.
Who's crazy enough to do that? Jake Paul, that's about it. Hell no, not me.
Listen, I believe that Mike will probably knock me out in a few seconds.
Yeah, probably just one punch for me.
Probably one punch for me too.
I'm seeing cold. I'm one of them Johns. Yeah. I saw he hit the body bag. I'm like, dang. I'm skinny. It broke me in half for sure.
So when you go to these shows and you do these shows, man, do you roll deep? Because right now I see who's on your squad right now. I love this. So you roll deep.
Yeah, man. My sisters and my brothers.
Wow.
I got it's not so they don't be there to be like bodyguard. They be there to be in the crowd. I need their energy.
Okay.
My siblings bring my energy. Cause back when I first started and was making music, like when I first started, I would make it in the room and had them come in, sit them on the bed, and had them listen. If they dancing, if they rocking to it, then it's a banger. Like, but it's always been that energy for me. This is my support system. I need my support system. So, and it's go fair. I think every artist should do it. If you got people that supporting you, have them be out there in the front row because that energy attract. So if my sisters and brothers come, and they friends come, they probably just them alone, like 15, 20 people. If I have all of that in the front, first of all, number one, it's going to look good for camera. That's number one. You got to sell it. As an artist, you got to sell it. So number one is going to look good for camera. But if you got 15 people acting a fool, wilding out, turning up, the 15 people behind them are going to match the energy because they're going to be like, oh, they ain't just doing this kind of, like they turned, but they're going to be videotaping them. Oh, they turned. Then they going to be rapping, and then they going to say, it's just all a part of the aspect. Yeah, it's a domino effect, bro. If you can at least bring 15 people, I'm going to say 15, you start getting up to 20, it's a little stretch because the way life works. But if you can bring 15 people to your show, that's just there to, of course you want other people, but my set core been my set core from day one. And they don't got to pay for no drinks. They don't got to pay for no merch. They don't got to pay to get in. Sometimes they do. The craziest thing, sometimes they do. If I be like, yo, the venue manager, they charge them, boom, boom, boom. They ain't gonna be like, oh, but I need to get it free. It's never, oh, how much? Like I'll have my cousins will come. This is the people that I'll be like, y'all, people don't even know they in the building for me because they'll just be there. Even if they don't show up, he'll be like, all right, here, Ziggy, give me 5 to 10 tickets, whatever. And I'll just pass them around. Now he just paid for the whole block to come. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It's one of them things. As long as you have your set core, you good. And that's why I bring them around. It's my energy. That's my lifeline.
I agree.
Do you rather be an owner or an artist?
God damn. Owner of what? I'll say that. Owner of what?
Do you rather own a record label or a record production or distribution, or be an artist?
I'd rather be an artist.
Why?
Because I can do both as an artist.
How?
Because simply what I'm doing now. If I wanted to be like, let me start this LLC and start my own label, that's a label right there. Labels need artists. If I'm already an artist, what label do I need?
Do you need a label now?
No.
Why?
Because everything they would do for me, I can do myself. I just need to turn up more. That control is in my hands. So that control is in my hands. So I would say, all right, if I wanted to reach 1 million people, I just got to pay to reach 1 million people. At the end of the day, if you were the record label, they got to pay to reach 1 million people. So who you think they're going to charge? You still getting charged, so why not do it yourself? It's just I don't have the funds to do it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? That's what it come down to. That's where it's at. Where what you rather do? Like, what you rather do? But I go to work, wake up at 6 o'clock every morning just so I can do what I need to do to get to where I need to be. So I'd rather be an artist because I can do that part rather than needing an artist to run a record label. If that makes sense.
Well, it makes sense.
It's just a little harder.
I believe that every artist need a machine behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's an independent machine or whether it's a corporate machine.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they need that machine behind them. I think that the artists are more comfortable of the idea of independent
Mm-hmm.
because those opportunities haven't presented themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody came to you with a $2.5 million check.
I don't know. But I can, but if you, no. But the thing is, when somebody giving you that, right, they not giving you off just the strength of your music. It's other things involved. They gonna have to own something.
You become a brand.
Yeah.
You're a brand, and
Yeah.
at the end of the day, that's what
they're
money
building.
on.
That's what they're putting their money on. It's all about freedom, man. I like I said, I go back to from the beginning of the interview. It was just like I do this for the love of it. I think I graduated of the thought of being famous. Of course, I want to be. Of course, I want my music heard. Of course, I want to go viral. Of course, but I feel like that being my main focus, I think I went away from that because I can be. I'm famous. Who gonna tell me if I'm famous or not? If I feel like I'm famous, it's all about what's in the inside. You feel what I'm saying? So it's, bro. It's really to simply put it, it's a balance. But it's what you're comfortable with. A lot of people chase fame, but you don't need the fame to get to the money. If you know how to sell a show, like for example. I didn't every show, okay, for example, right? Say if I throw a show, I can make 2,500 to 3,000 in one night. Just me, and every artist that's performing gets paid too. So if I do that, if I work and do that, like if I focus on 3,000 a night, eventually, I mean, that's not probably gonna happen like right off the bat, but eventually you'll get to that 2.5 million. Because what happens is you build on what you already have. So you have your base. So for example, and I'll tell people I'll do this, like my shows, I only get like 3 to 4 artists. I don't saturate the show with artists because you want people to come in and have a good time. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So like for me, off the rip, I'm selling about 40 to 50 tickets myself, right? Let's say the venue hold 300. Let's just keep it at 300. The venue hold 300, right? I'm selling 50 tickets. I'm bringing in 50 people. That's $20 a ticket right there. You feel what I'm saying? And if that 50 people going to pay, it's only $20. Like, if you really believe in yourself, other people going to believe in you. So boom, it's that. So then I'll get 3 artists. I'll give them 20 tickets. I'll be like, just sell them. Like, just give me like 5 to 10. I never hit artists over the head because I want it to be a good show. I want them to be comfortable. But it's just like, all right, I'll give you 10, but here's another 10 to 15, whatever you want. Go sell as much as tickets you want. I just need this so I can pay the venue. This is what going to the venue, right? So you get 3, 4 artists. Let's just say they do 20 tickets a piece. That's 20, 40, 60 plus the 50. Off the rip, that's 110 people times 20, right? And that's not counting for the walk-ups, the people that, oh, yo, you at this location, so let's add on another 20 to 30 people. Like, you feel what I'm saying, to this venue. Now, depending on how you got to set up with the venue, sometimes you just got to give them the bar, and you'll take the door, or vice versa. My family drink. This is what I present myself when I go to these venues, right? My family drink. I know they finna buy up the bar. I know they finna get in their bag. So, the venue not charging me none of it because everything coming off the venue. I can guarantee you this is how much you gonna make. And if you don't make that, I'll cover it because I'm gonna have the door, I'm gonna have the merch, and I'm gonna have the online and walk-up tickets.
So now I full surface back to my question earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could do all of that, why would you need Spotify?
Because the simple fact of the person not listening to the radio no more, but they're trying to get, it's like I said, my bad. You'll get your hardcore fans. This is my 40 to 50 people. but I'm trying to reach more than 50 people, 40 to 50 people. The only way I got to do that, I got to sacrifice that and take it up where you can get around the whole world. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it's definitely a balance. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But you need it. The labels took the control away from the artists. That's why Master P he used to be able to sell 1 million copies of CDs out of his trunk because it wasn't on Spotify. People didn't have to. People had to come to him to listen to his music because they was fans. They had to come to him. You feel what I'm saying? But that's when bootleggers came in. So it was an era of bootlegging too. So that hurt a little bit. But then what's happening with those? If we doing a whole bunch of that, the label's looking at it was like, so how do we get our cut? How can you tax somebody out the back of their trunk? Let's remove CDs. Let's remove DVDs. Let's remove every music video show. I don't even know if it's any more music video shows like the MTV, TLRs, and 106 and Park. Let's remove let's starve them so they have to come back and eat. And that's all Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Music is.
So then that go back to my question.
Mm-hmm.
Artist or owner? Now, you just said that you need Spotify for the look. Let's say for the look.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to reach the masses.
Mm-hmm.
In order to reach the masses, you need that machine behind you. Is it safe to say?
But the machine could be the Spotify, the Apple. That can be the machine. You don't need no label for that.
Well, I mean,
because at the end of the day, it's up for that. You can just pay it's distribution company, and that's you saying the distribution company is the label, or you saying like a full out record label? I'm
talking about a full out record label, because when it comes to a record label, you definitely have the push, and the artists need that push. So that's when if you have a single, you got your radio play, then you got your promo run, then you got your actual shows and things like that. So it is okay for an artist to be, independent in some eras. Mm-hmm. But what I say is that you need some type of machine behind you. It could be an independent machine, or it could be that's
basically where I'm getting at. I don't feel as you can have an investor. I was just about to ask, but you can just pay to get your music played on the radio, though.
Of course. You can, but it's going to cost you.
But it's going to cost the label, too. That's what you're giving up that, let's say, 30% for it.
Right.
So it's just one of them things where it's a balance. Like I said,
I agree.
The machine is definitely, it's a good thing, but then in the long run, is it a good thing? That's why I always say build this up first. So when you meet the machine, they can't be like, well, we just going to drop you. You can just be like, all right, cool. I was doing it by myself anyway. Versus where, how can we help each other? Like, I need more reach, and and the record label was like, I need more residuals. I need more royalties. If you're in that position to work out a deal where they're not like raping you of what your creativeness, I think it'll work out that way rather than being someone down here and then jumping up to a label. I think that's where the mistake comes. If you build yourself up to where you can handle yourself, I think signing with a label is not a bad thing.
I agree. Zigg, it was a pleasure, bro.
Appreciate you guys.
I appreciate you are officially a part of the Untold Interview community, bro.
I need how I get one of those hats though. Y'all ain't got no merch?
We have some merch very soon.
Yeah, definitely. Let me know. I'll wear that joint. I like the shirts. Y'all just, I just wearing the shirts and shit. Ain't got one for me. That's cool. I'm thinking I'm thinking like, I can drink this. I can't drink this.
Hey,
like, you feel
hold on,
me?
we got GM in the building. How many times did I tell Dame he need to put some actual one rock in that? Hey, Zigg, get on this top. Zigg, get on this top.
Yeah, I ain't get a shirt.
On the wrap up.
I ain't get a drink. Then he tell me he don't drink nor smoke. I know I ain't gonna blow no butter after this. I'm like, damn.
On the wrap up.
No.
On the Untold wrap up, the end of the year wrap up, we're gonna have everything y'all need.
I'm rocking with y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. This is enough.
We appreciate you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?